If you knew the magnificence of 3, 6, and 9, you would have a key to the universe.
Totoo ba na ang numerong 369 can unlock the secrets of God? Numbers are known to be the universal language. And numbers is the only language in the world that don't lie. Totoong hindi nagsisinungaling ang numero.
Humanity only knew the power of the 3, 6s, and 9s, it would be a completely different universe.
First, we must understand that we did not create math, we discovered it. It's the universal language and law. No matter where you are in the universe, 1 plus 2 will always equal to 3. Everything in the universe obeys this law. There are patterns that naturally occur in the universe, patterns that we've discovered in life. Galaxies, star formations, evolution, and almost all natural systems. Some of these patterns are the golden ratio and sacred geometry. One really important system that nature seems to obey.
Ang nadiskubring pattern, ang tinutukoy nito ay ang golden ratio, na kilala sa tawag na phi. Ang phi ay ang natural existing numbers na makikita sa ating kapaligiran. Ito ang signature ng Diyos sa lahat ng kanyang nilikha.
Find lots of evidence that nature uses threefold and sixfold symmetry. These shapes are in nature, and the ancients emulated these shapes in the building of their sacred architecture.
Ang lahat ng bagay sa universe at dito sa mundo, makikita man o hindi, ang lahat ay gawa sa molecules at atoms. Kahit na ang lahat ng living things ay gawa sa atoms. And all the living organisms in this earth is made up of cells. At ang pattern sa paglikha ng lahat ng mga organismo dito sa mundo ay ang pagdubli ng numero. Walang tigil sa pagdubli ng numero. And so on, and so on, and so on, hanggang sa malikha ang organismo.
Finally, we have a full multicellular organism. Now let's try to understand the sequence mathematically.
These numbers were extremely important, and nobody listened. But why these numbers? What did Nikola Tesla try to make the world understand? Let me explain. Let's start from 1. Doubled it is 2. 2 doubled it is 4. 4 doubled is 8. 8 doubled is 16.
16 times 2, 32. 32 times 2, 64. 64 times 2, 128. At ipagpatuloy lang down to infinity. Now let's reduce the doubling numbers into single digit
number. This final single digit is called the digital root of the number. So here you can see the digital roots of these numbers. Now observe the digital roots shown in orange color. Can you observe a pattern here? You will see a repeated sequence of numbers 1, 2, 4, 8, 7, 5.
Kahit na ipagpatuloy mo pa yan down to infinity, ay paulit-ulit lang din ang resulta. 1, 2, 4, 8, 7, 5. 1, 2, 4, 8, 7, 5.
Now, instead of doubling the numbers, let's halve the numbers repeatedly. This time also, we will start with number 1.
At ito ang naging resulta. 1, 5, 7, 8, 4, 2. 1, 5, 7, 8, 4, 2.
That this time too, we get the same numbers repeatedly that we got in case of doubling the numbers. So in both the cases of doubling and halving the numbers, we are getting the same numbers 1, 2, 4, 8, 7, and 5. Did you notice one amazing thing here? In both the sequences, numbers 3, 6, and 9 are missing every time. In the diagram,
Nakakagulat dahil sa pagdubli ng mga numero at pag-divide ng mga numero ay hindi man lang nasali ang numerong 3, 6, and 9. Ang mga numerong ito ay makikita sa diagram na yellow in color.
but what does the absence of numbers 3, 6, and 9 in the sequence mean?
Ano ang misteryong nababalot sa numerong 369? Ang sabi ng mga eksperto, ang numerong 1, 2, 4, 8, 7, 5 ay ang mundong ating ginagalawan.
An absence of numbers 3, 6, and 9 in the sequence means these numbers belong to a higher dimensional world.
At kung totoo na ang numerong 3, 6, and 9 ay ang mismong ginagalawan ng ating Panginoong Diyos, patunayan natin gamit ang mathematics.
3 doubled is 6. 6 doubled is 12, which would result in 3. Add 1 and 2 and you get 3. In this pattern, there is no mention of 9. It's like 9 is beyond, completely free from both patterns.
Nakakamangha dahil nang dinoble natin ang mga numerong nagsisimula sa 1, ang lumabas ay 1, 2, 4, 8, 7, 5. Ngayon naman, nang dinoble natin ang numero number 3, ang lumabas ay 3, 6, 3, 6, 3, 6. At kahit pa i-divide natin ito sa number 2, ang lalabas pa rin ay 3, 6, 3, 6, 3, 6.
So whether we double or half the numbers, if we start with number 3, we get numbers 3 and 6 only. Even if we double or half the numbers starting from number 6, we will get the same numbers 3 and 6 every time.
Ang mas nakakagulat, ang numero 9 ay hindi pa rin nagpapakita.
However, there is something strange once you start doubling them. But if you start doubling 9, it will always result in 9.
Nakakamangha talaga. Walang ibang numero kundi 9.
Actually, number 9 controls the numbers 3 and 6, and numbers 1, 2, 4 are controlled by number 3, while numbers 8, 7, and 5 are controlled by number 6. In this way, number 9 controls all the numbers. Even on adding the digits in the table of 9, we get number 9 only. So we see whether we double or half the numbers starting from number 9, we always get the number 9 only.
Ngayon, ipapakita ko sa inyo ang kamangha-manghang kapangyarihan ng number 9.
Let's start dividing a circle and see the sum of digits of the resulting angle. As we know that a full circle makes an angle of 360 degrees at its center. If we add the digits of 360, we get number 9. But what will happen if we keep on dividing the circle in half infinitely? The results that you will get will definitely boggle your mind. A semicircle makes an angle of 180 degrees at the center, which again adds up to 9. Now again divide the circle in half and we have an angle of 90 degrees. Find the digital root of the number. It's 9 again. Repeat the same process and we will get 9 as the digital root.
Alphabet of sacred geometry, and these are the simplest forms. These are the polygons. You have a circle, which is actually not a polygon, but we have an equilateral triangle, a square, and a pentagon. And each of these can be measured the number of degrees that determine the angles of the sides. So for example, equilateral triangle, and we'll see it's 60, 60, and 60, which equals 180 degrees. Again, notice that we've got the number 9 recurring. We go to the square, which is 4 times 90 degrees. The total number of degrees defining the square is 360, the same as the circle, the same as the measure of a circle. And we measure the polygons by essentially measuring the angles of the vertices or the corners. Then likewise with the pentagon, each of the angles between successive edges is 108 degrees. So you multiply the 108 times 5 and you get 540. Again, notice, everything adds up to 9.
Kung ito ang ating mundo, na ang South Pole ang nagre-representa ng 1, 2, and 4, at ang North Pole naman ang nagrepresenta ng 8, 7, and 5 na pinamamahalaan ng 6 and 3. Samantala, ang 6 and 3 ay konektado sa number 9 at ang number 9 ay konektado sa lahat. Therefore, ang number 9 ay ang secret code ng ating Supreme Being, ang nag-iisang Panginoong Diyos ng lahat. Sinasabi ng the law of divine oneness na ang lahat na nasa universe ay konektado sa isa't isa. Maging sa oras, minuto at segundo, ang Diyos ay konektado.
Writings. We have a cubic foot equaling 1728. I want to call your attention to the 1 square yard, which is 1,296 inches. 1340 to 8640, 43,200, 144, 1728, 36, 1296 is that they all Kabbalistically add up and reduce to the single digit 9.
There's always this theme of this 144,000 over and over again throughout history through many different civilizations.
Dalet was 4, He was 5, Wal was 6, Zion 7, and so on, down to Resh, Shin, and Tau, 200, 300, and 400. Well, here's an example. Here's Aletheon, which was the Greek word for truth. And if you add up the eta, the alpha, the lambda, the eta, theta, epsilon, iota, and alpha, based on the values that I just showed you, the total value is 72.
The numbers come from one source, one multidimensional source.